Looking for a way to get healthy? The Chef You and I program has the answer. Kathryn Raaker and chefs from around the nation will teach even the most inexperienced how to cook. Come into their kitchen and watch them take ordinary foods with loads of calories and fat and turn those foods into healthier dishes. You will be the first to get tips and ideas on foods that are easy to prepare. Now let's join Kathryn and today's chef and learn how to make today's recipes.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of the Chef You and I have a wonderful guest on our show today, Jayma. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Now, you know where we met?
Sears.
We met at Sears at Christmas time, and I found out that you like to cook, right?
Right.
So what are we going to make today, my dear?
We're going to make a chocolate chip cake.
And what are you going to put on as icing?
Cream cheese icing.
Cream cheese icing and then some chocolate chips on top?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me. And then we're going to make chicken quesadillas?
Yes.
Is that your favorite?
Favorite.
Let me tell you, my 6.5-year-old granddaughter, who you saw, she loves quesadillas. That's one of the first things she ate.
Really?
Yeah. When she started in California, think about California.
Mm-hmm.
They love Mexican food,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So she's a little, and her nanny, because her mom worked, was Mexican. So she ate a lot of Mexican food, including she loved rice and she loved beans. So this girl is just really a Mexican girl, isn't she?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do first is what do you think we're going to do first? Are you going to spray this wonderful pan?
Yes.
Okay, so spray it with Pam. Okay. Thoroughly. That's not enough.
It's not?
You want me to show you, really? You got to spray it all the way around. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. All the sides. All the way around. Because you don't want the cake to stick, right?
Right.
Right there. That's enough. Okay, so you're done. Okay. That might be a little much, but that's all right. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is give me that and I'll put it away. All right. And then, no, I won't. I'll put it right here. So then what we're going to do, okay, is I want you to make the cake, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to give you the ingredients of your cake. I'm going to read it off. So that's really the first thing you need to do. Go ahead.
Betty Crocker Super Moist Chocolate Fudge Cake Mix.
Right. And here we go. Look at this. So I've already opened it up for you, so go right ahead, Jamya. Just take it out, and I'll throw the. Let me have this. Okay. Okay. Very neat. Thank you. Mm-hmm. You got every drop out. That's wonderful. Actually, you're going to then, you want to come over here a little bit? You're going to add to that 3 eggs. So you're going to crack the eggs and put it in there. Go right ahead.
There we go.
Okay, that's 1. Got it?
Come on.
Come on. Well, it's coming. Slowly coming, right?
Right.
Do you know I found something really cool? Here, let me do this for you. Let me have it. Because when you're dealing with the eggs, what can you possibly have happen? Salmonella?
A shell.
Yeah, and if you do it like this, watch. Now try it.
Shells.
What do you want?
Shells. These.
Oh, give me those? Okay, you had shells. Sorry. And I'm going to wash my hands now after that. Right? Go for it. You got it. All right. Thank you. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break and we're going to go over and wash our hands because that's really important. Come on. We're back on the Chef You and I. And Jayma, you put the eggs in there, but why did we wash our hands?
Because you don't want to have the yolk on your hands, and that's
Because they have salmonella on it,
Yeah.
and you don't want to pass it on, or you don't want to put it in your mouth, and so you could get sick from that,
Very
right?
sick.
Very sick. Okay, so let's come over here. I'm going to trade places with you for a second. Pardon me. And you're going to use you're going to do this whole thing. We're going to slowly do this. So you tell me what to do.
next you get a cup of water, which we have that.
Cup and a quarter of water. Can I pour it in now?
Yes, you may.
Slowly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think you should be, am I right? You should be mixing this on medium. So turn it on to medium. Jemima, I'm going to turn this on for you because it's unfamiliar to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to turn it on because that's high, so you're going to have it right there, okay? So let's move it around. And then we're slowly going to add more water and the oil in, okay?
Yeah.
Because you don't want it to get, what, too runny?
Runny.
All right, so let's pour this in. So that's a half a cup of oil. And I'm going to do this for you so that it blends well. Oops. You almost got me there. Right? Okay, that's getting pretty good. Let's just pour some more water in. And here's the thing. When you're doing this, right?
Right.
Actually, you want it to be blended really well. So
Yeah.
it'll be really super moist like you
And
want it to be,
smooth.
right?
And smooth. Yep.
Now, do you serve this a lot, my dear?
Often.
Often? How long have you been cooking?
Since, well, when I was a kid, I used to help my mom prepare things.
Yeah.
So
You're
and then-
almost a teenager now?
Yeah.
You're 10. You're a
Yeah.
preteen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is getting good, girl. Well, I started, you're going to faint when you hear this. I started when I was 7.
Cooking?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. You know why?
Why?
Well, we got to get this water in there because I'm the oldest of 7 children.
7.
And my mom worked, right? And guess who got to learn how to cook? Me!
You.
Yeah. So I can even tell you a story, a funny story, okay, that I tell a
Okay.
lot of kids. Looks like it's done. Let's turn it off for a minute. Okay, let's turn it off and then just lift it up a minute. Don't go anywhere with it. I want to make sure that everything's blended, okay? All right, so now if you push this little button right here, babes, this one. Really? There we go. And put this in here and take that and put that over there for a minute. Okay?
Over.
Right there, right there, right there. All right, and I'll move this over to the sink. All right, and just hand me this. And I'll put this over here. Put this right here. Okay? Okay, so now what we're going to do, right?
Right.
We did everything with that. You got to put it in the pan, right?
Yeah.
So, good luck. Go. I'll help you hold it. And you want to help me? Want me to help you?
Yes, please.
Okay. So it's kind of heavy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's do this. Right?
Right.
Well, the story goes that my dad one day wanted me to bake an apple pie. Right?
Oh.
Well, for all those kids, yeah, right?
Yeah.
So I said, well, where's the apple pie tin? Right?
Right.
It was the dog's water dish.
Really?
Yeah. So, being a kid, I didn't know, right? I cleaned it out with soap and water, right?
Right.
And I baked the pie in it.
Really?
And my dad said, after he was eating the pie, where's the dog's water dish? And so, you know what I said?
What did you say?
This is the pie. And he laughed really hard. So just a minute, let me put this in the sink. And of course, what do you think happened? He was kind of shocked, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And everybody laughed. But when you're a little kid, you do that kind of stuff, right? Right. So is there anything funny that you've done that is hilariously funny, or did you do it with your friends?
Not now, but I have to think about it.
You think about it and we'll talk about it on the show. Okay, so I need you to do me a favor.
Okay.
I need you, since it's heavy, I need you to open the door. Okay, so I'm going to put it in here in a 350-degree oven. And you always have your mom with you when you're cooking, don't you?
Yeah.
Especially with ovens.
The oven's on.
Yeah, because guess what happens when the oven's on?
It could start a fire, you can get burned, anything.
Right. Anything could happen to you, right? Mm-hmm. So anyhow, what I was going to say is, so we made that. So now the next thing we're going to make, right, is the icing. And this is going to be fun, huh?
Yeah.
So we need to take a short break.
Right.
And we'll be right back on The Chef You and I with
me, Jamya,
and Kathryn Raaker. We'll be right back. We're back on The Chef You and I with Kathryn Raaker and Jamya. And Jamya, what are we doing now?
We're going to make the icing and spread it on top of the cake for my birthday.
Oh, that's pretty exciting. It's your birthday. Oh, am I excited? That's wonderful. Okay, so the first thing that we did is we actually put in 8 ounces of
cream cheese.
Then we're going to add a cup and a half of Cool Whip to it. But I want you to, I'm going to put the Cool Whip in, okay? And then I want you to start blending it together.
On medium.
Right?
Medium.
Okay. And I love Cool Whip, don't you?
I love it.
It's so much fun. But I think I like the part with the chocolate chips the best.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start with a cup, but then we're going to add a quarter to it, okay? Go ahead. You want to start blending it? Just right there.
Great.
It's going to get kind of messy, girl. Okay.
Okay.
And then I think what we're going to do, you keep on doing that, right? I'm going to add the rest of this, okay? So just give me a little room there, okay? We're going to add that, and we're going to blend that, but we're also going to add, the confectionery sugar, right?
Sugar.
Okay. All right, let's do that. Ready?
Ready.
And you know, we could probably use a little bit more Cool Whip, maybe. Just a minute. Let me get some more Cool Whip out. Okay? Okay, that should do it. Right?
Right.
And then just keep on moving it around. And then I'm going to do this for you. Oh, it looks so good. I can't wait. I know that our...
You and me both.
you know what? This is the best part of this whole thing, isn't it?
Yep, the icing.
Okay, so lift it up just for a minute and let me... Okay. Okay, you can turn it off for a minute. Just turn it off for a minute. And I want to just make sure that it's fluffy like you're supposed to have it, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that's looking pretty good. Jamya, you know, I think we tasted a little bit. You tasted a little bit of this now. If you would just, I think you need to blend it a little bit more before we ice it. Okay, can we do that?
Yes.
Go for it. That's good. Yeah. This looks really good.
Yeah, it looks really fluffy.
Fluffy, and that's what it needs to be. Okay?
Okay.
And that's what we'll do. Now what we're going to do is you can turn it off, and we're going to ice it, right?
Right.
Well, like, since it's your birthday party,
Yeah.
right? Do you want me to do it, or do you want to do it? Okay.
I will do
You want to do it. Okay, so here we go. Watch it, don't get near it. All right, so we'll leave this for the cameraman.
Yeah.
Okay?
One for
All
me,
right,
one for
we're going to
you.
take a short break, and we'll be right back. We're back on The Chef You and I with myself, Kathryn Raaker, and Jamya. And Jamya, this is the piece de resistance, actually.
Yeah.
You're going to do what?
I'm going to spread the what is it called?
Icing?
The icing on top of the chocolate cake.
And then we're going to put the chocolate chips.
chips.
Okay, so go for it. It's your turn. Do it to it, girl. You can add more now. You don't have to be stingy with it. You got a lot of icing here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to help you out a little. How about if I do this for you? Because you want to put it, you want to get it on there like this. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Ma, you have your mom and your sister in the audience, and they're your favorite fans, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we should get not skimpy here. I think we should get right here, okay? All right. Now, what do you think we need?
The chocolate chips.
No, a paper towel to wipe it off a little. I'll get it for you. Hold on. Because you're going to take it. You're taking it to your own party, right?
Yeah.
From the cooking show? Good.
The cooking show.
Boy, this is gorgeous. Oh, my goodness. I bet all your friends are going to love this.
They are.
Do they come over to your house a lot?
Some of them.
Sometimes?
Sometimes.
Do you know what I did with my mom?
What did you do?
She died every time I did it. I always invite more and more people over. Not that she didn't have enough kids to deal with, right?
Right.
But she loved it, huh? Okay,
Yeah.
so let me do this.
It's always fun hanging out with the girls.
Yeah, it's the funny thing is they know where you are then. They don't have to worry, right?
Yeah.
Right. What do you and your friends like to do?
Mostly we dance. We listen to music.
Do you like to dance?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what's the latest dance craze right now?
Um,
You don't know?
I do, but it's so many of them.
Let's put these on. This is the piece de resistance. Go for it. Ooh. Is that it? That's what you're going to do? Right in the middle? Well, let's do this, honey. Give me
I
that.
need some more.
Producer, give me the bag. I think we're going to do it a different way. How about that?
Yeah.
Well, that could be the center of the cake, right? You want to let me try it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me try it. You going to let me
Yeah.
try it? Okay, let me try it since you did that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, not a problem. You know, that's what's great about cooking, right?
Right.
Is that you can do whatever you want to do and make it look good because there's no mistakes in cooking. That's why we have me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we do this maybe,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of, right? You want to get a handful now?
Sure.
You want to spread them like that. Spread them. Got it? Do you know that I used to teach art?
Really?
Oh, yeah, I was a teacher. Okay, so
Where?
like this. Just do it like that, Mom. Is that kind of
They're
where she's
melting.
kind of looking at us like we don't know what the heck we're doing.
They're melting.
Oh, yeah, so you should go wash your hands right now, I think. Unless you're going to take all those chocolate chips
Off of my hand.
off of your hands. So they're sticking to you, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at this a little bit different. Okay. Okay, we'll do that. All right, we're not done yet. So go over and wash your hands for a minute. And what I'll do is I'll just continue to do this. I don't think you want to cover the whole cake, right? So we want to cover the whole cake. And that's kind of cool. And she'll be right back. So, all right. So these are actually mini chocolate chips, and you can get the bigger chocolate chips as you want to. You could probably put some cherries or something. You could decorate it any way you wanted to, right? Okay. All right, so we are done. Come on over here, Jamya. We want to show everybody, so let's lift it up and show everybody what we've done, right?
Right.
Now, all we have to do is put the cover on it,
Yeah,
right? To
right.
take it to your birthday party.
My birthday
Party. Yeah, so I'll go get a little cover for it because the cake is cool.
Yeah.
Now, you're not going until later on, so we could even put this in the refrigerator, couldn't we?
Yeah.
If you wanted to, right? So this is what it's going to look like for the birthday party, and then we're going to put candles in it and whatever. So we're going to take a short break, and we're going to be right back on what?
We'll be right back.
On the Chef, You and I,
Jamya.
and Kathryn, after these messages. We're back on the Chef, You and I with
Me, Jamya.
and Kathryn Raaker. And we are going to make Jamya, since we couldn't find any salsa. Right?
Right.
Fresh salsa.
Yeah, we're
Right.
going to make homemade salsa.
Instead of using fresh tomatoes, which you can, okay, and I would suggest you do that, but we didn't have much time here, so I'm using petite diced red tomatoes with green chilies. How about that? So this is what they look like right now, right?
Right.
So what we're going to do, I need you to give me 2 tablespoons of jalapeno peppers. Please, go right ahead. 2, 1, and 2, right?
Right.
Your mother must like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then what we're going to do is I'm going to put this, which is about a half a cup of chopped cilantro into it, okay?
Okay.
All right, that's good. Now, what I need you to do is, let's move this all away. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to chop up the onion, because you're not crazy about onions, are you?
No, I'm really not.
No, well, guess what? I don't like onions that much either, but for this, for salsa, you really need this, right?
Yeah.
And you have to be careful with knives, right?
Yeah, because you can cut yourself.
You can
really
cut
bad.
yourself very easily, right?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is, this is about a half an onion,
Yeah.
and I'm going to chop this up in just a second, right? Or you can use a food processor if you want to not have to do it. But most people use a knife, which you can. But there's this new thing out there, Jamya. We were at the International Houseware Show, which we go to every year
really?
as media, right, as a chef.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? They have a thing now that you just put the onion in and it does it all for you. And you
Just
never have
chops
to
it
touch.
right up.
Yeah, it chops it right up. Great idea. Whoever came up with that idea, wonderful. Love it. So, and we found a lot of new things there, especially just wonderful things for kids, too. They even had a kids' cookbooks and chefware for kids. So now what we're going to do with this trusty, dusty little scooper, and you're going to hold this here for me, we're going to put this into the salsa, right?
Right.
And then we're going to take juice of one lime, and we're going to add it to our salsa, and it's going to be delicious. And then salt and pepper, okay?
Okay.
Okay, some people can't eat a lot of salt, so what we're going to do this. I know what one lime is, so I can kind of guess it. It's about 3 tablespoons. Okay? Now, what we're going to do, we're just going to mix it. So you mix it for me. Real good. Usually what you would do is put this into the refrigerator, right?
Right.
And get it real cold. So that's what we'll do while we're making
Our quesadillas.
our quesadillas, which you can't wait to do, can you?
I can't wait.
I know.
I
So-
actually made one a couple of days ago.
You did?
I did.
Oh, it looks good. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a trick that I a lot of times do. I'm going to put this in my freezer. It'll get real cold real quick, but it won't freeze, okay?
Okay.
Oh, so that was what we'll do. So let me go over here. Oops. And we're going to put it right in here for a minute, okay?
Okay.
And don't forget to remind me, right?
Right.
Right. Now what I need you to do next, okay, just a second. I'm going to put this in the garbage. And then what I want you to do is I want you to chop up these 2 tomatoes for your mom. She loves tomatoes, right? And I have to do some onions for, chicken. And we're going to use Mexican style blend. What?
Cheese.
Cheese. Why that, do you think?
Because quesadillas is like Mexican food.
Right. And they use the right kind of blend, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we did is we got a chicken, right? Mm-hmm. And what we did with this chicken, right, is it's already baked. So it makes it easy for you to cut it up. So I'm going to take a short break, and we'll be right back on The Chef You and I. We're back on The Chef You and I with
Me, Jayma.
and Kathryn Raaker. And here's the thing. We are going to make the best
Chicken quesadillas.
that you've ever tasted in your whole life. So what we did is we used a baked chicken from the store, right, a rotisserie chicken. And Jamya, you're going to chop up our tomatoes for us because we're going to make enough for you, your mom, and your sister, and maybe Mr. Bill.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm going to chop up the chicken really fine, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to show them how to make a really good quesadilla.
We're going to cut these in dice.
Yes, you're going to chop those up really fine. Okay, so guess what? Guess what this is?
What is it?
This is one of our sponsors. This is the Bagwell. And guess what you do?
What do you do?
Well, say for instance, you have lots of things left over, right? Well, you know how hard it is to take and open a bag and pour it in? Well, this you don't have to do that. You just pour it into the bag and then seal it up, right?
Right.
So all you have to do, right, we'll just use this as an example. We'll take a little bit of cheese, right? Put it in there. Take these off, right?
Right.
And seal the bag and put it in the refrigerator, right?
Right.
All right? And guess what you do with this?
What do you do with that?
You just fold it up, and you can put it in your car, and you can make it into, what, a little trash can bag?
Yeah.
You could do it in your room
Yeah.
because your mom's always telling you, pick that up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then you don't have any excuses, right?
Yeah.
So this is easy. So, and it's dishwasher safe, and we just love it on The Chef You and I. So what we're going to do, actually, is we're going to take it and put this over here because I know I'm going to need some extra cheese, right? So, or we may save some of the vegetables or stuff in there. Okay, so we'll put this over here, right, for a little while. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. You're going to chop up the tomatoes. I'm going to chop up the chicken, right?
Right.
And then we're going to serve that. Now, is there anything your mom doesn't like?
Avocados.
She doesn't, well, we're not making avocados today. Sorry about that. So, what's your favorite, is this your favorite thing in the world to make?
Selection few of my favorite.
Oh, say vegetables. What is your favorite vegetable?
My favorite vegetable?
Uh-huh.
Corn.
Corn. Oh, and we're coming into corn season, aren't we? So what are you going to do this summer?
Go to camp.
Go to camp. Now, where do you go to camp at?
North College Hill Civic Center.
Really? Okay. Is it a Girl Scout camp or it's just a summer camp?
Just a summer camp.
Summer camp. Do you do all kinds of cool things there? Do you go swimming and all that kind of stuff?
On field trips.
So tell me, you go to school, you love school, right? So what's your favorite subject in school? Not math, we heard that. What's your favorite?
Social studies.
Social studies. So you're going to be a major traveler, right?
Yes.
Do you like traveling?
Yes.
I do too. I love it, actually. You know where I've lived, Jamya?
Where have you lived?
I've lived in Singapore, I've lived in England, I've lived in Spain and Turkey. How about that?
You live in
Yeah.
England?
Yes, I have. Lived there
How
for
was it
6
like?
years. My kids grew up there because my husband actually worked with the military. He wasn't in the military, but he supported the military. And we lived all over, just, like with lots of military families.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why. And so we have friends all over the world now that we can go visit. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
So what do you want to be when you grow up, or do you know?
A judge.
A what?
A judge.
A judge. Oh, my goodness. I don't want to come in front of your court, do I? What kind of a judge do you want to be?
Like the judge that,
On
gives
television?
you court dates and
Oh,
stuff.
court dates and stuff like that? Do you want to be a trial judge? A trial judge. Oh, cool. So there's a lot of judges out there, right? Women judges today, right? Okay.
Like Faith.
So are you almost done?
Almost.
You're almost done. Okay, you want me to help you a little
Sure.
so we can get it done real quick? Okay, so I really love quesadillas. I absolutely love them. Yeah, they're really good for you too, actually. They have all the vegetables and everything that you need. You just have to watch that cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Unless you're on one of those diets that you're low on cholesterol, you can eat cheese and eggs, and you can eat all kinds of cool stuff.
Or you could be lactose intolerant.
Yeah, all right. Do you know what kind of... I drink a shake every morning, and I drink a protein shake, but guess what? I'm allergic to, guess what? Milk. So I drink almond milk.
Silk almond milk.
Yeah, I love almond milk. It's really good. So this is what we're going to do. We're actually going to take our little thing from here, and we're going to put this on. Actually, we're going to use some little bowls for our guests. Okay? Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. And then they can make what they want on top of their quesadilla, right?
Yeah.
Cool idea. Okay, so remember this? I showed you. Do you remember how to use it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you scoop this up,
Right.
and once you're done with that, and put it into that bowl, okay?
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to wash my hands off because I did all that chicken, remember?
Yeah.
And you don't want to have that on your hands. All right. You're doing a good job over there. Okay. Now, let's do this. I am going to put the quesadilla, right? You watching? Mm-hmm. I'm going to put it onto the hot quesadilla maker. Mm-hmm. Now, what do you think I'm going to do next?
You're going to put everything you want on inside of it and then flip it?
Yeah, you're going to watch. Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to use cheese first. My hands are clean. We're going to put the cheese all over, right? Hold on. Too much? Too much. Well, maybe a little bit more. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put our chicken on top of it. Just a little bit of chicken. Okay. All right. I'm going to put it around there. Let it all get there, right?
Right.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another one on top of it. More chicken? More chicken. They want more chicken. Cheese! More cheese. Okay, cheese. More cheese. That should be enough, right? And then what I'm going to do is take this and put it on the top of it, right? And then I'm going to take this down, right? And push it down really far. But we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I with
Me, Jamya.
and Kathryn Raaker. And you know, we did this one. I think I put a little too much cheese in it.
Yeah.
But I think your mom likes cheese, so hopefully this is good enough. So
And my
what we're going to
sister.
do, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So what I'd like to do, Jamya, is I'd like to have you hold this a minute. And I'd like to get a paper towel and get the rest of the cheese off of it, so that actually it makes it easier when I go to do the next one, okay? So that was pretty easy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right. So that was easy. Let's do another one because we got to feed somebody, right?
Yeah.
So do you want to do the next one?
I would like to do
Okay, you do the next one. I've given you all the things that you need to do. Just go around here, right?
Right.
And so just I'll tell you what you're going to do. Make it easy on yourself. I'm going to hand you everything. So here's this. So you just put that on there. All right. So here's your cheese. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to put it in here. And then you can just take it out of there. Your hands are clean, right?
Right.
Okay. So you do that. You do the cheese first, just a little bit, and don't get real
too
hot.
excited.
Okay. Okay. All right. So is that for your sister or you?
Me.
You?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that should be enough for right now, okay? So now what you want to do is you want to take your chicken and actually take maybe this even, and put some chicken on there. Not a
Yeah.
lot, right?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Okay, that should be enough. Okay. And then just spread it out. Okay. All right. Keep spreading. Okay. All right, that should be enough. Okay, and then a little bit, no, that's enough chicken. That's enough chicken. No, because it'll be too high, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So use a little bit more cheese on top of it, right?
Right.
Okay. And now I'm going to take some I'm going to take some gloves and I'm going to shut it. Oh, we have to, but you know what? We forgot to put another one on top of it, right? So let's put one on top of it, right? And we're going to take a little short break and we'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I with
Jamya, me.
and Kathryn, me. And I love it. You are so cute.
Thank you.
You're 10 years old, right?
10.
Oh, you just look like 12 almost, right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love your outfit, by the way. I love your hair. And let me ask you a question.
What's that?
Who did your hair today?
My mother. She's
She
in the
did?
audience.
Oh, wow. Mom, you're good. Okay, so anyhow, what we're going to do is we're going to actually take this wonderful quesadilla, right, and put it on the plate, right? Now, what I want you to do, because we've got one for your mom and then we're going to make one for your sister, right? I want you to put what you'd like on your quesadilla. So let me move everything out of the way. All right, we'll do that. And in the meantime, while you're doing that, you're actually making your own quesadilla. I'm going to make your sister's quesadilla. I need the producer to come over here for a second and hand me that plate. That would be good. Thank you. And I'm going to make your sister's quesadilla, and I hope she likes cheese.
She loves cheese,
She loves
even though
cheese.
she's allergic.
She's allergic to cheese? Do you want cheese? Yes, she wants cheese. I won't give you a lot of cheese, though. Okay, I'm just going to do that.
She likes cheese a lot.
She likes cheese a lot. Okay. She must be lactose intolerant then. Maybe. No. She just doesn't like it. But she likes it in quesadillas. That's good. So, here we go. All right. Do that. Okay, that's that. And then guess what? We're going to
What's
put
that?
chicken. Does she like chicken? Okay, chicken on it. All right, let's put some chicken on it. Not a lot, just a little. Right? That should do it. And then we're going to put a little bit more cheese on it. And then we're going to seal it. But while you're doing this, show the audience what you like on yours.
Well, what I liked on mine, I had got some sour cream, and that's all. I'm boring.
You're boring.
I'm very
That's
boring.
It?
That's it.
Well, let me show you. Let me take this away. And we actually need to end the show, right?
Right.
Because we've run out of time.
Yeah.
So, Jamya, you made what first?
I made a chocolate chip cake
For your birthday, right?
for my birthday.
And we made chicken,
Chicken quesadillas.
and they are delicious.
Very.
And if you don't have a quesadilla maker, you can do it on top of the stove. Your mom does it like that, doesn't she?
Yes.
What does she do usually?
Okay, well, what she does usually, she gets some oil and spreads it around so it won't stick, and then she gets one of the quesadillas, like one little thing, and then she puts whatever she wants on it, and then flip it, and
Flips
then
it. Okay, good
and
idea.
then turn, and then she flip it on and off, to just make sure it's done.
So you can do that with your mom, can't you? Mm-hmm. We want to thank you for joining us today on The Chef You and I. And don't forget to go up to our website at thechefyouandi.com or under KathrynRaaker.com, and you'll be able to see the recipe, right? Mm-hmm. And guess what? You're on television everywhere, including China now. Yes, right. But you can also see our show on everything from Spectrum to DirecTV, Hulu, Roku, and lots of other ones. And also Kathryn Raaker YouTube.
What channel would Spectrum be?
Spectrum would be your cable channel,
Like what channel would this be on?
Well, this one will be on all of their Spectrum channels, but here in Cincinnati, where we are, if you want to watch it, I don't know where exactly you live, but it all depends upon where you live in Cincinnati or the tri-state. But we are $9.79. I am. Okay? We will see you next time on The Chef You and I. And thank you so much for coming.
You're
will you
welcome.
come back?
I will.
Okay, all right. Thank you. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us on the Chef You and I show today. We'll be back next week with another great and healthy recipe. Don't forget to visit our website, thechefyouandI.com, for all of our featured recipes, cooking tips, and clips of the show.